Sorry Cap. How are you doing today? Two Blue Tie here in Thailand. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to One Sao. Yeah, One Sao, One Sao. Yeah, it's Saturday. Game day. It's game day in the EU. We got an early kickoff today. It's Manchester City against Crystal Palace. 12:30 kickoff in the United Kingdom. Should be 6:30 kickoff in Thailand, and it's where I am at the moment. Two Blue Tie here in Thailand. I'm in my little basement area again because it's Songkran and it's the New Year in Thailand. So Saudi Cup. It's a water festival. Crazy time in Thailand. Everybody's jumping on the roads. It's going home yesterday. The roads were absolutely bananas. All the tolls are free, and for instance, it's crazy. And the water festivals started in Gruntet Mahanagar in Bangkok, and they've already started in. For instance, going to start in Pattaya today. Oh, you've got to keep away from that nonsense. It's okay. It's kind of, but it goes on for. It's a massive water fight. Your little cannons and you beep 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 beep. Whatever. It's okay, and everybody gets involved. And but it's kind of like it's like you do it one day and you're done. Okay, right. But it can kind of go. It's going on all week, and it's going to end all the way up to the 19th. With Sigao, but in Thailand, in Pattaya, which is it's a bit too much. And so for instance, and they put thing on your face, and it's okay for instance for a Falang or a tourist, etc. It's a bit of a tourist thing, but let Thais get involved and everybody. But it can be a bit and drinking and so even though it's illegal to drink and in the streets, but it's crazy anyway. So that's that Songkran what's good, and but it's I like the religious part of it as well, the real traditional part of it as well. Nice. It's very nice. And if you ever go to a festival, etc., or what's the real meaning of Songkran, then it's very nice. Anyway, guys, we're here to talk about Thailand. Let's go talk about City today. So we've got a massive game. I can't express the importance of this game. Last week was mega important. This week is mega important. And again, and we've got Everton next week as well. We've got to get a 3 points. Simple as that. 3 points is a must. We cannot play like last week. No way. No chance. That's got to go out the window. I'm still around Pep's head, for instance, because I'm so angry with the way we played, and I just hope the guys are fighting. I really do, because quite honestly, we cannot afford. We are in 5th position in the league. And we got Newcastle above us. They've got a game in hand. You got Chelsea. Aston Villa 1 point behind. So it's like, oh my god, and it's so close. I do believe again, for instance, if I said this once, I'll say it twice, 3 times, 4 times. We'll win. We'll get top 4, and I said 67 points originally. So I'm surprised actually nobody's actually put a points table of who's going to win, who's going to lose. Not one of the creators have actually YouTubers have done where we're going to finish. So who we're going to win, who we're going to lose. You got LB saying we're going to lose against Aston Villa. So for instance, and we'll be lucky if we get a point at Everton. We can't. Me personally, with Aston Villa's schedule, they got PSG again, the return leg. This week, and they've got Newcastle. They've got City coming up. They've also got the semi-final of the FA Cup to play as well. So I think it's going to be a lot for them as well. I think so. Yeah, I think Chelsea will drop off because I don't think Chelsea is good enough, even though they got pretty kind fixtures. But I think Newcastle will get their 5th position. City will 4th, and hopefully that'll go. Anyway, so let's move on. Heard this morning, etc. Wirtz family is talking with Bayern Munich. Now, I don't know, again, it's another true thing, if it's true or not true. Again, it's another media thing. There's going to be a lot of this media nonsense at the moment. Going to be, I don't know. These guys, we're talking about politicians. You talk about, for instance, lawyers or, mortgage people, for instance, people you can't trust. And to me, for instance, I just can't trust when I listen to the likes of the media, for instance, who throw out transfer rumours, because a lot of transfer rumours are absolute garbage. They really are. And I just, and again, that Udogie thing, I just do not think we're looking at Udogie. I just really don't find it. and I don't know where it's coming from. Morgan Gibbs White, that's 100 million. I just City not going to pay 100 million for Morgan Gibbs White, And again, I just don't understand where they get it from. For instance, that was the worst one. The Barcelona guy, for instance, 17-year Lamar, what's he got for 275 million euros? And Man City going to pay that? Give me a break. Honestly, forget it. I think we had our fingers burnt with Jack Grealish, 100 million. Even though, for instance, he's still here and we love Jack, etc. But I'm sorry, City's not going to pay that. We squabble over 10 million quid over a player. Do you think we're going to pay 275 million quid for a 17-year-old? I'm sorry. I know he's brilliant. But I think we've got other 17-year-olds. I know, but it's just not going to happen. So where's this nonsense come out? And it gets splashed all over the media. And Man City going to pay? No. I just don't understand it. Anyway, so let's move on. So Pep's been speaking. First part of the press conference, crap as usual, asking stupid little questions. What do you think of Mo Salah and their contract? What do you think he's going to say? You got Pep Guardiola, you got the Manchester City game, you got all the questions which you've asked. Mega important game. What do you want to ask? Do you think we should start respecting Mo Salah and Kevin De Bruyne and these players? Stupid, dumb-ass question. Of course he's going to say, yeah. God's sake. Anyway, so let's move on. So after the stupid question, didn't get. I've listened to the second part press conference since before. So I think it was a bit more poignant questions, which are the media can't stand you. They was asking about injuries, and injuries was to. I think the only one we've got was that nasty injury on Phil Foden, and so he's looks like he's not going to make the squad. But we're saying that I don't think too many Man City fans are going to be disappointed with the fact that Phil Foden will be playing tomorrow. Guy needs to go away, go and take a holiday, come back with the Club World Cup, and just get yourself organised. Sorted, and we love you, but what's it goes, you need to get yourself head sorted, even though we need you. So, Adam Wharton was asked, because again he's linked with City. I can't see it. Truth once, I'll watch him tomorrow, today, so to say, for instance, and see how he's getting on now, because a lot of hype, a lot of City fans are on the fence about this guy. An excellent holding midfielder with a previous manager. He was with England team. The impact has been really good coming from the Championship to the Premier League. A brilliant left footer, really good player, says Pep Guardiola. So, okay. So, and then they move on. Palace, yeah, really good. Really good team. They're on an amazing run at the moment. I think they've won. What's it called? They got 10 match unbeaten run now. For instance, playing amazing away from home. We're saying that though. I saw typical City in his last 6 games, and they were playing kind of like two FA Cup games. For instance, against kind of like expected opposition to beat, Southampton, etc. So I think with Brighton was the only decent one, but they either get a draw or a win. So they are playing well. I'm not going to play down their away form or their form at the moment, but they're not. They're playing teams that you would expect them to get a result. So, right. It's definitely confirmed that with 5th position is going to be Champions League. No surprise. Thanks to Arsenal. Oh, who would have thought that? Hugo Viana. So what else? Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, what's it called? There was contracts over the Nico O'Reilly contract. It's progressing well. So, for instance, I expect Nico to sign a new deal. Ilkay Gundogan has also been chatting. So I'm just going to jump onto the players as well because they've already been chatting. I listened to a good chat, interesting chat about with ESPN. Good interviewer as well. She did Bernardo Silva, and it was a good interview. And now she's had a chat with Ilkay Gundogan. So, for instance, and Ilkay Gundogan said he see the difference, and he said again since the international break, and also she asked the same question when the FA Cup, is it good enough? And he went no, not at all. So he said he has definitely seen a difference Just change that lights up. Don't want to see any more. Anyway, so yeah, I've seen a difference in the last few games. There's certainly been a change, especially they're very comfortable games against Bournemouth, but the way we play it, aggressive, physically strong. So it's definitely seen a change after the international break, and I hope so. We really, really, really need to get back. Yeah, with saying that, I don't know. I'm on the shelf whether he should play or not tomorrow. If he is, I want to play with Nico Gonzalez. Ederson, this has been a very unusual season, especially considering everything we produced in recent years. But things aren't normal there. But the season has been very, very difficult. A lot of injuries, individual performances not good. So that was Ederson's take on it. Ederson and Pep Guardiola, he demands the player, the staff, and everyone has the right way. It's really demanding because the season hasn't been good, and we're paid to give our best. So yeah, so he's kind of what's it called? Yeah, but yeah, it's a shame, really. I don't know. Let's go. Unless he gets to sign a new contract, which a lot of people say now he doesn't want to, which is a shame because I don't want to see him leave, etc. But some people are on the fence about it. But I like to see Ederson stay. But well, but again. For instance, again, yeah, I just think you're wasting your time if you go to Saudi Arabia. You're just wasting your life. Nico Gonzalez, which is the question a lot of people asking, and finally a journalist asked the question again. We're desperately asking, waiting for these journalists to ask the right questions and important questions. One did. Nico has been good. I'm pretty sure when Rodri comes back, just for imitation and training, he will learn a lot. He's a guy who understands many things. He will get it because he listens so attentive and incredibly focused on the world. But the thing is, he also asked why didn't he play? Because he also and he was asked and I think his reply was he was looking. They were looking for more what do you call it? More professionalism. No, professionalism. No, but that's not the word. More what's the word? It was a word. Remember what he said. Come on, what do you say? Yeah, he was looking for more. Not professionalism. The word. He was looking for more. Yeah, it's what it's saying is basically a young player, and they were looking for more experience, for instance, rather than actually anything else. Which is a surprise, really, because I thought he's been playing very well. So, for instance, and he's added some strength and also physicality, and also is also speed in the midfield. And I want and if you put City fans down on their top team today, it will always be Nico Gonzalez, alongside Kovacic, alongside Gundogan. So yeah, I definitely need to see him play. Points. How many points do you think we need? Well, we need to win every game. 21 points will do us. But he said he was optimistic. He's got a good spirit. For instance, yeah. So which is good. The teams. But training's good. We've seen a lot of people happy and snappy training. But again, we've seen this before. Whether it's false dawn, I don't know. Rico Lewis also has been speaking. I heard him speaking on Talk Crap. For instance, the whole Premier League as standard has gone up. That makes it harder. The middle section of the table is so difficult. Go away, or even at home and beat the teams. Not one is easy to beat, especially this season. The level of the teams shows how everybody wants to win. But the thing is, that was very similar to what Gundogan was saying as well. I agree, and I've said the same thing. I know you've got the likes of what was his name, Talk Crap, etc. But they did talk the truth on the likes of of the Premier League drop off, and there is certain nuance and agree with certain things, but I do think, for instance, the Premier League, the middle. The Bournemouth, the Brightons, the North Forest, whatever, have stepped up this season, and we deserve more credit. The likes of Chelsea, the Rags, City, for instance, have an Arsenal, for the Jokers, what's it called, have dropped off. So it's only the likes of Liverpool, who's of the and of it was basically but that there was always a top section, a middle section, and a bottom section. But now the middle section is moved into the top section, so which is good for the Premier League. And I say, as Gundogan says. For instance, like it's the hardest league, which is still the hardest league, even though it's not the most outstanding of leagues this season or the best league this season, whatever. But again, I just think, for instance, you got to look at football in a different way than what you should normally look at in the past. And I think sometimes we listen to certain football commentators or old football commentators. Football's moved on, and I think their point of views have not. And I do think what's it called, the Premier League's by far the best league. It's the most exciting, my God. And we were watching Thai television this morning, and they were talking about Mo Salah because they love Liverpool over here. So, for instance, and they all talk about the English Premier League. They don't, when it comes up on the screen, English Premier League. Very rarely talk about any other league, English Premier. So, yeah. So, anyway, so just before I go, let's have a look at the lineups. Lineups with expected lineup are Palace, because they've got a few injuries. They've got 3 or 4 injuries out. But they're expected to line up with Henderson in goal, and then the bottom 3 of Klein, Lerma, and Chilwell. Mitchell, his namesake. Hughes, what is he still there? Oh my God. Wharton, don't like that kind of Hughes. I think he's a bit of a dirty bugger. And Munio, and as before. And the top 3, the middle 3, the middle 4, and then with Sarr, Eche, Claudia Echeverri, Eze, and Meta was going up front for them. So because they got very fast wingers. Again, everyone's got fast wingers at the moment. Right, City starting lineup expected. Edison in goal. Nico O'Reilly, I think, should be. Nunes on the opposite side, on the right hand side. Guardiola and Diaz should be. Nico Gonzalez should be. Gundogan, Kovacic. Anybody there? Even Jack Grealish, right there. No, maybe not Jack Grealish. Then I would have in the middle Kevin De Bruyne. And other people have gone for Jack Grealish. I got Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo, I'm sure we'll put Bernardo Silva somewhere. And you've got Doku and Savino, got to come back. Got to give that wide play. And Mamouche up the front. So, yes, that we're expected to play. Scoreline, I'm going for a 3-1 victory. That's my usual. No, I believe, for instance, we've got to get in their faces, score early, and the crowd. I know the City fans group want a big coach welcome today, but we need to win. We need to get these 3 points. We need to get them on the board. We need to put on a performance. No lackluster performance. No excuses. No blah blah blah. Whatever. And we haven't had a great result against Palace. In the past, etc. For instance, but we've got to really step up. I know a form against Palace at home, etc. has not been brilliant. We've got waiting draws, etc. But we've got to, put everything away side and got to go and get the 3 points. I must win 3 points. Guys, go love you and leave you. Take care. Sorry, cat, like and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we've got the points in the bag. I'm happy for once. Take care.